Hello and welcome. It's me, Mr. Ree. It's Justin. It's Creative Shock, and today we're doing some more Grand Archive TCGs. Today we're looking at water decks and a beginner's kind of guide, specifically looking at the Genbu kind of style, not really the fractal one today, but more Genbu. And so I'm going to be playing, I believe, a Wind Robot and a Fire Lorraine, or an aggro deck maybe on a fire
It'll
side.
be Water Domains Tony. That's what I've
What?
prepped for today.
Okay,
The Water
hell yeah.
Domains. Hell yeah.
Water
Bring him back.
domain.
Tony's
So,
good.
so I'll be playing stuff new as possible, trying to compete against Justin the Master, and Justin will be telling us how to play Gembo. So take it away, Justin.
Yep. So hey guys. Today we've got Genbu, which is it's a deck that's become very popular recently. It's a lot of fun, and it's the self-mill deck of Grand Archive at the moment, the most popular one. So the goal for this deck is there's actually like multiple ways you can win, which is the best part about it. It's a very flexible deck. You can win by either you start by milling yourself, and then you can mill your opponent. Or there's other things you can do, like you can smack them down with allies, and you can also use stratagem of myriad eyes. So you can win with damage, or you can win by milling out your opponent. And we'll get into it now. So the deck has, I guess, a few parts to it. You've got the ones here. These are some of the key like engine cards. I guess they help you mill yourself, and a lot of the time you will be milling yourself first before you even think about what to do with those cards that you've milled. So you can mill things like floating memory or seaside ringleaders, and those are very beneficial because you can materialize cards with them, or you can play Lost in Thought to basically increase your hand size after you've milled floating memory. So we have things like here in this package, like Tidestone Bovine. That's great because every turn it attacks, and it will mill yourself for two most of the time. And if it lives, it mills two multiple times in a row. And it's also floating memory, so your opponent doesn't really want to kill it because if they kill it, you get floating on top of that. So this card is amazing. Fractal of Rain is a great one too. You just play it, and every turn it mills yourself. Primordial Ritual will help to if one of your allies is about to die, you can Primordial Ritual in response to basically get value out of something that would have died already. And then Conniving Plans is a card that not everyone runs, but it can mill yourself for two and you draw a card at times. Then we have this in the middle package here. This is your ally package. So surprisingly for your mill deck, you can actually make some pretty like devastating threats on the board, like the 3/4 Frostmourne Paladin or the Aqueous Stallion. These are like just having 3/4s swing at your opponent every turn it's a lot of damage, and it can help you to. It also lets you like clear allies if you're dealing with a more aggressive style deck. And you also have Seaside Ringleader, which is a card that it's a 2/2, and also if your opponent tries to kill it, you can use it to potentially draw a card and buff future stuff that you play. So it's also a card that your opponent doesn't really want to clear. And then the last card I've put out here to highlight is Fractal of Polar Depths. If you're not familiar with what this card does, it basically is the thing that you use to mill your opponent out. So what it says is that you target a player and they mill cards equal to the number of water cards in your graveyard. So let's say you've milled like 20 cards or so. That means that this card will mill 20 cards from your opponent. And if you play two of them, that's 40 cards. Most of the time, that's enough to mill out your opponent completely. And that's pretty much it.
Hell
The
yeah.
mill, yeah, the mill part of this deck only comes up against lower decks, and most of the time you'll win through like raw damage. But the mill part comes more into play when you're against control decks that, for example, heal too much that you actually can't out damage them. So then you go for the mill out plan instead.
Yeah, and of course you've got the turtle and your Gembu is a big part of it as well. As a
Oh
big
yeah, true.
threat and he
Actually,
can swap his health.
yeah,
And as a
yep,
Gembu version, if we can bring
true.
him
I actually
out.
completely forgot to talk about
Yeah,
the turtle.
yeah.
So
So the
yeah,
face and
the main part of this deck actually that we really forgot about to mention, we have these. This is the one thing that Gorgia brings out is the fabled Sapphire Fatestone. Every turn, it'll mill both yourself and your opponent, and also every time you mill yourself, you get a counter, which is the thing that once that gets to 9, you can flip this over, which I'll do now once I figure out how to flip it. Should be this one. Yep, you can flip it, and then you get Genbu, the Black Tortoise, which is a one of the like mythical Chinese beasts in their lore. But he is a 3/9 that you can pay, for any turn you can pay 3, uh, and that will give him health equal to the number of milled water cards, so the number of water cards in your graveyard. So for at times he can be like a 320 health, 3 attack, 20 health ally, and then when you have that, you can combine him with Where is it? This card, Resignating Fugue, which swaps his health and attack. So he can go from something like a 3 attack and 20 health ally to a 20 attack ally, and that one shots your opponent. So if at any point they have no cards in hand, they can't respond, you can just one shot them with this guy. Like, it's pretty devastating.
And you're just talking about this as the multiple multiple win conditions of this deck, and why I think it's seeing so much progress, right? Like, this is another way to kill your opponent.
Yes. Pretty much, yeah. Like, this deck is very flexible. It can act as either a mid-range deck, or at times it can even act as a control deck, because you have a lot of defensive and reactive tools, and then you can go for like a more control-y based win with the Fractal Polar Depths to mill your opponent. So it's very flexible, and while it's not like the easiest deck to play, it's very fun and very rewarding to learn. You can spend a lot of time learning it, and there's always things that you'll find that you didn't know you could do, but you can.
Well, I hope I have a null lantern, so let's get to
Yep.
some fighting here, dude.
Yep. This is true. Your opponent will always try to use Nullifying Lantern to stop basically everything
Yeah.
you do, and that's why
Good, I
you
have
main
one.
board best friend Horst.
Yeah, well, the
You
Mustang
have
ain't
Horst that
coming
breaks
out,
Nullifying
so good
Lantern.
luck, bro. I'm like,
Yep. Okay. Let me reset
Alright.
this place so we can get started.
9 on the dice. You're up, big fella.
Yep.
8.
I've got 8. So you go
Done.
first.
All right, let's have a look. I watched the video we made last week, so I'm going to dominate with these wind allies. All right, Spirit of Wind
True.
coming out, so I'm going to draw 7.
Yep.
I'm going to play a Lurking Assailant.
Okay.
Interesting. And okay, and I'm going to pass to you.
Yep. Sounds good. All right. So
Build
today
my...
again, we've got 2 different decks that we're playing against. The first one is the Wind Allies. This one's
Yep.
very aggressive, and then we'll get into the Domains later, which is the slower deck. But against this particular deck, they're very aggressive. They'll make a lot of threats that, pretty much as the Genbu player, you want to clear as much as possible and stay alive. Having Genbu as a 3/9 with Taunt will also help a lot to keep yourself alive. So pretty much, yeah. I'm going to try to clear as many allies as possible and stay alive. And then when I'm ready, I'll most likely win with damage because the control, like the mill package, takes too long a lot of the times against this deck. So we'll go for that and then draw it. Spirit of Water. Okay, not bad. I will start with. I'm going to imbue 2 for a Fractal of Rain.
Nice.
And I will pass to you.
Easy. I will backup charger. I will pay 3 to banish it. I'll draw a card to memory. I will recollect and draw for turn.
That's good.
And I will bring out... Where's sideboard here? Oh, that's sideboard. Tokens are in here, aren't they? There we go. And the extra. This is a really... By the way, this TTS, we should really link this TTS board. It's really nice.
Oh,
That's the way to do that.
yeah.
Enter the YouTube. Like, it's a really nice one. Okay. Let's have a look at my hand. I think I'm gonna swing for 2 at face. Let's get some damage on the board while we can.
Take the 2.
And then we will pay... Interesting. I'll bring down a Shimmer Cloak.
Yep.
I'll pay 3 for that.
Okay, in response to your Shimmer Cloak.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, do I do this? I get that. Oh, no, it's fine. I will let you carry on.
I'll swing for 2.
Yep, I'm going to Cerulean into 3, imbuing 3. And then I'll do -3 to the Shimmer Cloak and draw 1 into memory.
Ooh. Can I counter interference that?
Yep.
Because
I
you
think I
are
still draw
targeting...
into memory. Wait.
Says negate target trigger or activation card activation that targets a Tom and ally.
Oh, yeah, you can actually. Okay, so yeah, that whole
Oh,
card is negated.
greedy, dude.
That's not good.
Greedy, dude.
Yep.
Adding a draw card. That's
Oh
rough
boy,
for Justin.
that is
dude.
really not good.
This was highlighted this win deck that we're gonna...
Yep.
Justin forever loves this deck.
I think you've been taught a bit too well, sir.
Yeah, easy for me. All right.
I'll take two
Take
from that
two,
one.
pass and wipe the tears off his
Okay.
eyes, chat, dude. Oh
Yep.
my.
Oh boy. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and level up, praying that I
Wow.
don't hit what I need. Okay. Yeah. Pretty much. On this deck, you do want to level up pretty fast because it activates your Fabled Sapphire Fencing, which will mill every turn, and it
Yep.
supports your game plan. Again, with Gorja, you can have a look at my material deck if you'd like. But then I'll move to the next step, which is trigger both of these to mill. So the Fractal of Rain will go first. I'll mill myself. Seaside Ringleader, and then the Fabled Thinger. So we both mill one, and then also
Yep.
get Gorja will go to two counters. So it's one for each
Transfer.
time I've milled. Frost one Paladin. Oh, okay. And then pre-rec, I'm going to pay 2 for the Seaside Ringleader, which will let me draw a card to memory, and then each time I play an animal or beast ally for the rest of this turn, it will get a buff counter, I believe. And then I'll recollect.
Yep.
Draw for turn. Okay. It's not too bad. I'll go 1, 2, and 3. Play a Frost one Paladin.
Yep.
And then with Frost one's on enter on the stack, I'm going to play a Lost in Thought for 0.
Yep.
Which will Frost one will banish that. I'll draw a card and get a buff counter. And then the Frost one will swing at your Lurking Assailant for 3. And I will pass to you.
Okay. What do? We get level 1. Do some fun things. I just more aggressive. We'll go to level 1 here.
Okay.
Blanche.
Losing Blanche. Okay.
On enter, I will get the ornate sword.
Yep. Oh boy.
Hell yeah,
This looks
dude.
familiar to last week. Am I dead
I'm buff count. I don't
already?
know, man. I can barely play this. All right, and I'm buff my one attack on that. I'll
Yep.
recollect
All
and
good.
draw for turn. Okay.
I'm a little scared.
Let's send it, dude. Let's send it, dude. I'll pay 3 for a eternal directive.
Oh boy. Yep.
So
That'll hit
I'll
me for
buff. I drew the die, so it's going to buff it now. So that's going to come in for that's 3, 6, 7. It's going to come in for
Jesus. Wait, 1, 2, 3. This guy has
2, 5, and then
he's
2.
4 attack. Yep. Yeah, 7.
Yep.
I'll go to 11.
Nice. And then I'll pay 2 for a rallied advance.
Yep.
So I'll swing for 1, 2 with the sword, the
2.
ornate.
2 with sword. Yep.
Yep, that gets destroyed. That gets, I'll wake up this. And then this is going to swing
Jesus.
for 4 more.
Yep, I will take 4. Still alive, but yeah, that does not make me feel good.
This wind deck, man.
Mm.
Holy.
I think we should just showcase Wind Allied every week. Too good.
Let's
Actually,
just
too good.
sleep and see this deck. And I'll
Yep,
pass to you, man.
sounds good. Alright, let me wake
Look,
up.
no worried about no frostbind, dude. Just gotta send it.
Hmm. How do I win this? I don't know. This is not good. So I did that. Probably involves something like this.
When you get a pal here, still on board.
Yep, let me go for a Terraframe.
Nice.
Pre-rec, I'll pay 3 to Refracting Missile your Shimmer Cloak.
No,
2 damage.
dude. How much?
Desperately staying alive. It'll be 2 because of the Fractal Rain.
Whew. Easy.
Oh,
Got
there's a buff.
on it. There's a buff on
Oh,
it. What are you doing? Take it
oops.
back, dude. It's a guide, dude. You're
Oh,
faulty.
sorry. Yep, never mind.
There are no bad plays in the videos, dude.
Yep, true.
Optimal playing.
Okay. I'm gonna. Alright, we'll do the mill stuff then. We'll do one of the sectors. I'll go mill
Yeah.
on myself.
Nice
Go into
primordial.
3, and then the Fabled Sapphire Fate. I cannot say that. It'll mill
both
both
mill?
of us.
Yep.
I'll get a 4. And I will attempt to recollect.
Yeah, man, go for it.
3 of the things. Okay, how to survive. Well, I'd have to leave this Frost One Paladin up as an interceptor. Otherwise, I'm absolutely going to get destroyed.
How much health are you on? 19. Okay.
Not much. Not many health points left, that's for sure. 1, 2,
Smoke
but
bomb for victory here.
the
Big water showcase.
would get hard. Yeah, okay, we'll do it this way. I'm gonna Fractal of Rain, imbuing with that one. I guess that one.
Yep.
I will pass to you.
Now we know he has a refracting missile that he is.
Yeah, I wasn't meant to show that, but I do have one. Yeah.
I guess he's holding 4 cards. Would an aggressive player go for a smoke bomb? I don't know. Bro, I can also bring out Clarence. That's actually, oh my god.
Oh boy.
I don't think I'll go GCR. I think let's just get some draw. Bring out GCR.
Okay.
I'm gonna crack it to draw.
Mhm.
I'm gonna recollect
I'll banish my Terrafring and pray.
and draw for turn. Hmm. What to do?
Oh, actually, I also forgot this. I'm gonna play with open hand just to make it easy for people to understand what's going on. Because let me see where I can put this. Just because I was watching the video, I feel like it's easier if the hand is visible to everyone.
Is there any way we can set that?
I don't know, but is this visible on your
Okay.
video?
I guess I'm just gonna send it, right? I'm just gonna pay 1 here to pop my power cell. Give +2 to my
Yep.
shimmering and then swing for 5 at your paladin.
Oh, there's a Terrafring, so I'll have
Oh
to pay
yeah, I need to pay 2, dude, for it too. Alright, I'll pay 2 for it.
Okay. In response, I will. Wait, you have 5. Do you have another one? I'm gonna pay 3. Oh, actually, I can use my fractals. I'll go like this. Paying 1 more with this guy. And I will attempt to refracting missile your Shimmer Cloak for 3. Do you have another counter interference?
No, I don't.
Surely not. Yep. We're alive.
I should give that. Oh, and what am I gonna do here? This will get destroyed. I will pass a turn, I think.
Okay. I'm gonna grab a Tengu because I really need to speed up my Genbu coming out. And I happen to have 3 cards in hand. So I'll go Tengu on enter. It'll give me. Oh, this should be in the graveyard. It'll give me 1 counter on enter.
Yeah.
And then I'll trigger Fractal of Rain. Mill myself. Trigger the.
Oh, my bad.
Trigger the other one. And I'll trigger the Fate Stone as well. So I mill myself 3 times and mill you once.
Oh my god. I can mill me
8.
once.
Yep. And this will go to 8.
Genbu is nearly here.
Yep, Genbu is on his way. Okay, I'm going to pre-recollection banish this by paying 2 from hand and 1 fractal to draw a card. And I'll recollect. Draw for turn. Okay.
I probably
this
should have
last
brought
one.
up Clarent, but you know, what are we gonna do? We wouldn't be able to see this turtle rise, you know?
Yeah, we need to see the turtle happen. I will just pass to you.
Wow.
Do the classic Genbu water player. I actually don't know where to put this, but
Alright.
that's my hand. I'm just gonna leave face up there.
I will bring out Clarent. I have to pay 2
Yep.
for it? No, but I can banish 2 swords, right? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Clarence comes up. It's got 3 durability. I will recollect. I will draw for turn.
Okay.
I will pay. I'm gonna sell Vanguard on it
Yep.
to get a power cell.
Sounds good. £7
Um,
well rested.
gonna pay 2 for that, and then I'm gonna pay 3. No, I'm gonna pay 2. Sorry, I'm gonna pay 2 for a Eternal Directive.
Yep. So he is a
Using
5 damage in total.
Yep. At
2
your
cards in hand.
paladin. I just need a buff counter.
The order I want to do this
Bro,
is.
this directive card is
Yep.
insane.
It's so good. So it's coming for 5. I'm gonna Cerulean Decree,
Yeah.
imbuing with Fractal of Rain, Pelagic Fatestone, and Fractal Polar Depths.
Mm-hmm.
Do -3 your attack and draw 1 into memory.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. So Frostland Paladin should live on 1. Do I want to retaliate? No, I don't. I need my HP.
But I can swing with my sword still.
Yep, you can do that.
I will swing with my sword
Okay.
to kill your buddy.
Yep, I'm gonna pay 2 to get some value out of this Frostland Paladin. So I'll pay 2 for Primary Ritual,
Yep.
which will sack the Paladin. And that will mill 2. And the main reason why I did that is because I get the 9th counter off of Fabled Sapphire Fate Zone. So Genbu is now able to be flipped if I need him. Mill 2 more. Missed the floating, but that's okay. As you do with build decks. Don't mill what you need.
I'll pass to you.
Okay. Still alive. Every turn we live is a good turn.
Water rises.
Yeah.
The tide.
Let me use one of my floating. I'm going to make a smoke bomb, which ideally would have been used to save the Frostland Paladin, but she's gone now. And then it can save Genbu if needed. I will trigger Fractal of Rain,
Yep.
which will mill myself. And that's fine, it doesn't matter to track the counters, because once you get to 9, there's no point needing more counters. Fractal of Rain again, and then the Sapphire Fate Zone. So I'll mill you one as well.
Yep. Mason.
And I'll go to Recollect.
Yeah.
Draw for turn. Alright, so there's a 3/2 ally that I want to get rid of in an ideal world. But I also have Genbu, which will just sit there and look pretty, but he's pretty good. I think I just pass to you here.
What?
Oh no, Genbu can get smoke bombed.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Genbu can get smoke bombed, which is quite bad. Yeah, I'll just pass to you though.
Okay.
We will find a way to make this work. Or just die. One of the two.
I'll bring out smoke bomb. I don't think I've drawn
Yep.
any floating. Nope, no floating. How crazy.
Pre-recollection. I'm gonna refracting missile. Targeting the Still Vanguard.
So I can use Glaren's durability here, right, to negate that?
Yes, this is true.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Misplays on this today are crazy. I think I might be over team. This is not good. Not looking
Alright,
good.
I'm gonna draw for turn.
Uh,
I'm
I
gonna.
think I'm gonna flip Genbu in response to recollection as well.
Yeah, cool.
And then pray. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna, in response, banish the smoke bomb to make your Gamebo invisible and draw a
Yep.
card.
Yeah, it's all good.
Cool. And then I guess I will try and swing for 3 at your face.
Yeah, I will smoke bombs in response on your spellbinding gun.
Okay.
I'll raise you a better smoke bomb.
Yeah, cool.
Right. Oh boy, no. I don't think I can do anything with this, which is a problem. So yeah, this is, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not great. Yeah, I think that kills me.
Yeah.
I drew
Victory
this
to
at the
me.
last second, which in hindsight probably could have been used, but oh well. It is what it is.
If you had more damage sticks, you still know how much floating did you have?
I think I had like 5, which isn't enough, but I can.
Close.
There's 1, 2. Yeah, I think definitely I should have leveled up. Having that HP buffer would have helped. With all this floating, I could have leveled up easily. I had
So don't
6.
be greedy like Justin. All right, let's go to game 2.
Yep. Yep. Let's go to game 2. I will go. We can play the Nails deck, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I meant by game 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. The Allies deck is hard to play into because they put pressure on you, and misplaying is a problem. But yeah.
I can't delete the cards on my table. Can you see if you can delete them?
All right. Yep. I can promote you, which will give you the
I'm
ability to
not
do that.
promoted, guys. Come on, man.
Yeah. Oh no. My bad. No, it's like Jack worked so hard that game he won, so he's got his promotion.
Yeah, dude.
Now we're paying him a solid $2 an hour instead of 1.
Oh, we getting paid?
Yeah.
I'm plotting the
Yeah, you
deck.
got paid.
Yeah, you get paid. All right, rolling dice.
Mhm. I have
10.
6.
God, I'm winning
Right.
the
And it's
rolls
all yours.
today, dude.
Yeah,
Easy,
you're winning
man.
everything.
So I'm playing some water domain. Sorry.
I have your card.
You say I'm playing a water domain deck here now?
Yep. Water domain,
Okay,
Tony.
water be water. Here we go.
Let's go.
Okay, draw 7. What the freak am I looking at? Dude, what is this deck, man?
Did you draw all the non-water cards?
It's okay. I guess I'll bring an Academy guide.
Yep. That's pretty good. If Academy Guide sticks around, I think you just pop off.
What's the point of this deck again? What am I supposed to do here?
I think you just. Honestly, it's a great question. I haven't looked at it.
Thanks,
But
man.
my understanding is you want to get to 3, and then that will give you, like, every turn your Tony will make domains, and then you'll
Okay,
eventually
I'm
be able to
shield
win the
mating.
Smash
Okay, I'm
Metropolis.
shield mating an Academy guide. Each turn.
Ooh.
Alright, go off.
Okay. That's actually a very safe Academy Guide. In an ideal world, I would want to kill that. Can I kill it? I
That's
don't
a
think I can.
wild deck, bro.
It's problematic. Yep.
Where did you find this
So
deck?
what?
Did somebody play it?
Yeah, someone won the regionals. They went 6-1-1 in the regionals in Taiwan. So like, it's good.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here. Okay.
Yep.
Love it. It's good. I mean, we get to see like how normal decks, and then we get to see them play against other decks.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna start with the Fractal Raid.
Mm-hmm.
Basically with this deck, my goal against Tony, it's a very much slower deck, so I'm unlikely to be able to kill them using like the Frost One Paladins and the ally package. So my goal now is I'll aim to mill him out because most of the time I won't be able to kill him through damage. So that's the goal. I'm gonna start with this, the Fractal
Yeah.
Raid.
Go nuts, bro.
1, 2, 3. I think I will just pass to you.
Okay.
Unfortunately, can't kill this enemy guide.
Thanks, man. I guess I'm just gonna ride the Academy guard way and get a little Tonoris.
Yep.
Hell yeah, dude, for free.
Uh-oh.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna recollect and draw
Yep.
for turn. I'm gonna play the Dormant Sacrificial Altar.
Yep.
Pay 2 down and draw 1 into memory.
Okay.
And pass to you.
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, dude, this deck's fire, bro.
Great. Alright, I will level up, paying with one of these 2 unknown cards, and then make my Sapphire guy. You can have a look. The material deck is exactly the same.
Yep.
And I'll mill with Fractal of Rain and Fabled. So mill myself for 2, mill you for 1. And then that's 2 counters.
Mill me for 1. Yes. Oh, Neo side.
Chaos cards. Okay.
Draw a card. If you control
Cool.
8 or more objects, draw a card into memory. Okay.
I'm gonna pray. Prereq, I'll play Conniving Plans.
Yeah.
So this will mill myself for 2, and then if there's 4 or more water cards in the graveyard, I will draw a card into memory. It's a bit
Yeah.
risky to do because I might hit a norm card, but we'll see. I did not hit a norm card. Yep. So I get to draw one into memory. Lovely.
Great.
And I will recollect. Draw. Okay. Then banish one of those. No, nope. I guess we'll just start trying to do this. I'll go 1 for this guy. Oh wait, 3 for this guy. That one. I'm gonna swing at the. I can swing at Tony because he has taunt for this turn.
Yeah.
So I'll swing at Tony, mill myself for 2.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, actually, this should be on. So 3 from Conniving Plans, 4 from Bovine. Mill 2. And since this deck is actually unlikely to have too much early game interaction, I think I'm gonna go for a second one. Swing at you again. Go to 5. And mill 2. And then Basti.
Okay.
So yeah, sometimes I might want to protect these bovines, but since I think Neos Tony doesn't interact with the board that much, I can afford to play them out. Just hope that they live.
I'll fast cure.
Sounds good.
Heal back.
I have 5. You have 5 as well.
I won't heal back. I forget that's the second part to the mechanic. I will then go to level 2. That's just send
Sounds
it.
good.
I guess just
A
rise.
little
Tony
concerning that you're
rising,
level 2,
dude.
but I cannot kill
I'll
this academy guy with my
recollect
current hand.
and I'll draw for 10. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. There's like a sword in here too that makes it like, right? What have we got in here? Okay. This is a wild deck.
Hmm.
I've got like Frozen Citadel, which is like pays floating memory. I think that's sort of wise into your deck, but I mean, okay.
It's a
I guess I'll
very
play
good question. I don't know what else
A
is meant
Hub
to
of Innovation. So that's pay 3 for
do.
this
Yep.
bad boy.
You need to find an EK.
Yeah, it was my EK, right? And then that will let me draw one into memory.
Okay.
And I'll swing 1 with my Academy Guide into your face. Well, I actually have
Taking the 1.
I need an attack card to swing these level 2, don't I? I can't just swing.
Do you have reciprocity in your deck?
No.
It's the material card that
Yeah, I do.
you can actually
Oh,
activate that to do
hell
something.
yeah, dude, I can. Let's go.
Lovely.
Holy, this card's getting some work out, dude. So 2 domains can come out. Beautiful, love it. And then I can negate up
I
an
think
upgrade trigger.
yeah, it'll cost 1 though.
Okay. Anyway, I'll swing for. I guess I want to kill one of your. I'm gonna swing for 4 into one of those bovines.
Yeah.
Bust you.
Reciprocity should cost 1 as a 1 cost though still.
Oh, I still gotta pay 1.
Yep.
Oh no.
Alright, the bovine is down.
Bovine down.
What do we need to do? So I guess we just progress our game plan. I'm gonna go GCR. And then with Fractal of Rain and this guy, I'll mill myself for 2, mill you for 1. And then go to 7.
Mill me for 1.
Yep. Oh, Fractal of Rain, Cerulean. Kind of missing a bit, but that's fine. Go to Recollect.
Yeah.
Guess I'll recollect this way. No, it's hard to show my hand, but I'll leave that there for now.
You just
Draw
talk
for
through it.
10.
Like you don't have to like.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's easier this way, I think, for everyone to understand.
Yeah.
I will swing 1 into your Shieldmate with Bovine on attack, milling 2.
Sure.
Myself. Not too bad. Banish the ring. Draw 1.
Yep.
I guess we can make this Frost 1. So we'll go and play her. with 1, 2, and 3. On enter, gonna banish. Oh, wait, yeah, true, that's the thing. Banish that one,
Mm-hmm.
gaining a buff counter and drawing a card.
Mm-hmm.
Resonating Fugue is nice. This is one of the ways I might be able to win the game later. I guess we can start clearing that. I'll just pass to you.
Okay. Just
Okay.
trying to work out what my deck does here. Okay.
Yep.
I don't have any draw here at the moment. Look at Jet. Where's my GCR, guys? What the hell is this?
Wait, which which divine relic do you have?
Quicksilver.
Oh boy. I guess you have Wayfind and that.
Yeah, I do have that, but I don't really want to banish it to draw. I just kind of want to. I guess am I afraid of so much water? What do you have that benefits from water? I guess we'll bring out the Null Lantern.
Yep. Okay, in response to Null Lantern, so before it hits the field, I'm gonna play
Yeah.
out Conniving Plans, because otherwise it will essentially it gets greased by
Yep.
the that one. So we'll
effect.
go mill 2 to myself. And then draw 1 into memory, and this will get a 9, so Genbu can be flipped at any point.
Great. Cool. I'm gonna recollect, and I'm gonna draw
Okay.
for turn.
Sounds good.
Okay. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I feel like I have not much to do here, guys. I'll swing 1 into nothing because you got a paladin.
Yep, that does make sense. This should make us save the paladin, the academy guide for so long.
I guess I'll just play 3 for the Citadel. Standard, dude.
Yep. So that'll make it so that I don't want to play cards on my turn.
And I'll pass to you.
Okay.
So, at the beginning of your opponent's recollection phase, the player may banish floating, and if you don't, the next card costs 2 more to activate, which kind of doesn't really work against your deck. You have a lot of floating, but it
Yeah.
would definitely slow fire decks down or win decks down.
All
I
right.
think this
So I'm
deck
gonna
is very.
play.
I think it's a hard matchup in the Genbu for sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and level up using this Pelagic Fate Sim and Time Sword Bovine.
Mm-hmm.
With Pelagic specifically, when you use it to pay for a floating memory cost, it'll transform itself, and then it basically acts as a fractal of rain, which is pretty nice to have. Get it 2 because it will mill myself every turn, so that
Yeah.
leads nicely into the game plan of like milling your opponent later. So we'll start with that. This will on enter. I'm going to draw a card with the Gorja. Going to use these, so I'll mill myself for 3 and mill you for 1.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, so what I can do, I'm going to use up these head ring leaders. Pay 2 for 1,
Yeah.
which will draw 1 into memory, and any allies that enter, any beast or animal allies that enter will get a buff.
Yep.
And I'll pay 2 for the other one. Yeah.
Yep.
This deck, I think you just have to keep checking your graveyard because there's a lot of stuff that gets milled into there that is useful. And then recollect.
You need to mill one of for the Frozen Citadel.
Yeah, so I'll choose not to do that, and my next card will just cost 2 more.
Wow.
Yeah, 'cause I want to save my floating in case of drawing a Lost in Thought or something along those lines. Okay, what we actually can do is I'll pay Unbroken Mustang. This guy's gonna cost 6 because of this switch down. So we'll go 1,
6.
2. 6 is a lot. It hurts. 3, 4, 5, and 6. just get the nullifying lantern out of there, and then he actually gets 2 buff counters, so it's not too bad for me.
Yeah.
He'll be a beefy boy. We'll swing 3 into your shield mate.
Oh, okay.
Yep, 3 into the academy guide with the frost one.
Wow. Do me like
Yeah,
that.
just start clearing up this board, and then bovine will swing into you for 1, and I will mill 2,
Yeah.
and then pass to you.
Okay. What to do here? I
Yeah.
guess we'll go level up. We'll just send it here.
Yep.
Frick. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
leveling
get
up.
those domains online.
I have 1 floating, so it's gonna cost me 2. Let's see. So search. Let's get out. Tonoris level 3. But congratulations,
Okay.
choose one of the some of the obelisk. Man, dude, you're making me work here.
Yeah, you gotta read
Oh.
all the cards. Apologies.
You're making me work for my money, dude. Okay. So we're at level 3 now. So it's gonna go my recollection phase. I'm going to have to consume one of my things so I don't have to activate Frozen Citadel. All right, let me have a look at these, what these do. All right, I'll bring out the Obelisk of Protection.
Hmm.
This is a tap for 4, costs 1 less for every domain. So it's only a 1 cost, and I can prevent 2 to a target. Okay. I'm going to recollect and draw for turn.
Okay. Sounds good.
This card costs 2 less to activate for each of up to 3 domains you control.
That's
So,
the new one. Yeah.
so I believe that's 6 less, right?
Yep. So it'll cost. I
2.
believe it starts at 8, cost 2. Yeah.
Yeah, all right, let's do it. I'll pay 2 down for the Durimigan Foundry, dude.
Okay.
Domain. Another domain, hell yeah. On
And
enter,
to
summon
summon
an
dude.
automaton drone token with a buff. Do I have a.
You gotta search through that pile
Hell yeah.
every time.
Ooh, a
Yep.
2-2, dude. Get wrecked, dude.
Nice.
Nice. All right, I'll pass to you, dude.
Yep. No attack.
Yeah, what am I? Oh, yeah, I guess I'll, swing 2 into your bovine.
Okay. Yep.
Even
That
there's
bovine
so
has done
much
its job.
water, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
Oof.
bovine's milled like 14 or something this game, I swear. Okay, so over my turn. I'm gonna grab a tariff ring. Might as well. Also, I forgot to mention, but the reason why I'm not flipping this Genbu is because if you against like these slower matchups where you don't need the damage, if Genbu mills every turn, it's if it stays in this form, it'll mill like 1 from yourself, 1 from your opponent every turn,
Yep.
instead of being a 3 total. That's beneficial because if you're going for the mill out game plan, uh, effectively that's like it's mills you 1, but every time it mills. Wait, sorry, I need to think about how to word this. So it mills your opponent 1 every turn, which helps with the game plan. But
Yep.
also every time it mills you, it will eventually lead to a mill to your opponent because when you play the Fractal of Polar Depths, which is this card here, when you play this, it'll mill the opponent uh, equal to the number of water cards in your graveyard. Meaning, essentially, this Fractal, by staying on, for this Fabled Sapphire Fade Stone, by staying on the board, it will mill your opponent 1 plus the number of Fractal of Polar Depths you play later.
Yep.
It'll mill every turn. Basically, it just helps me. Every turn, it helps to mill your opponent. I think I butchered that explanation so hard, but try my best.
It's more
Okay.
beneficial to mill
Yep.
than turtle at the
Basically,
moment.
mill. Yep.
Yeah, we
You
get it.
don't need if you don't need the pedal, just keep this here. It'll mill.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a deal to you.
Mill value help.
Okay. Yep. So well, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and mill myself for 3, mill you for 1.
Yep. A frostbind.
And then, yep. So I think Suchang will also trigger, but
Yep.
before Suchang resolves, so I'm gonna pay 3 and the fractal, so pay 4 for a Lost in Thought.
Mm-hmm.
which will attempt to draw 4 cards, I think.
You have
1,
21
2.
cards left in main.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep, banish that, draw 4. Basically just searching for these fractals of polar depths now. I'll go to recollect
Yeah.
and draw. Now we have every card in the game, but does it do enough? You have 1 card. Maybe actually I can win 3 damage. I'll swing at you for 3 with Frost 1,
Yeah.
and swing at you for 3 with this horse.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll put a bit of pressure on, so we'll go Frost 1 Paladin. Paying with 1. This is the problem with the deck. You gotta look at your hand and be like, what am I putting down? Pay 3 on enter trigger, banishing a Lost in Thought to draw 1.
Yeah, sure.
Swing at you for 3. Gonna play Bovine.
Yeah, swing at me for 3.
Yep, Bovine will swing at you for 1.
Yep.
And then mill 2. Oh, actually, I have to pay 2 more because of the
Yep.
that guy, the Suchang.
Frozen Citadel.
And I will pass to you.
Okay, I'll bring out Wayfinder's map.
Okay.
I will bring out the Obelisk of Ornaments. Jesus, dude,
Yep.
this is getting crazy right now. Okay.
Yeah, the board's huge.
I'm then going to recollect and draw
Okay.
for turn. I'm going to banish this Wayfinder to draw another card.
Yep.
Okay, right. I have currently 5 domains on the board. I have 6 domains on the board. So I can tap
Yep.
this to free and summon a great sword.
Okay. 3/1 great sword. Yep.
I can also, yeah, okay, cool, great. How do I stop the mill, guys? Oh my god. All right, I will. I have to use this to make sure that last Dominion. Geez, that Dominion's gonna hurt me. That's gonna banish that, so I don't get affected by the mill. Okay, I'm gonna swing. Are you popping Tariff? Oh my god.
Nah, that's alright. Not this turn.
4 Paladin, 4 Paladin. Yeah, okay. I'll swing 3 into one of the Paladins,
Yep, that one will take 3.
and I'll swing 2 more into it,
Okay.
and I will pass to you.
Yep, that sounds good. We'll go wake up. So I did the math. There's in this deck, there's out of 13 cards, there's 2 more fractals of Follow Depth. And I literally just need 1, so I'm just gonna turbo by trying to draw cards to find it. We'll go Portentous Tengu.
Do you have cards, man? I don't.
No, I don't have enough cards. Need a few more. Gonna send out 3 to banish that to draw.
Yeah.
Kind of want that in my graveyard, but oh well. Pre-rec, I'm gonna pay 2 for a Conniving Plans.
Yep.
Milling myself for 2.
Millipola. Oh.
Didn't hit them. Yep. Draw 1 into memory. Okay. And then I'll trigger these 3. So
Yep.
mill you for 1 and mill myself for
Yep.
3. 1, 2,
Oh,
3.
I dealt with her.
Oh, that one good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then recollect. Yep, so Shujang will trigger. Next card costs 2 more.
Yep.
But I have so many cards I don't think it matters. I'll go draw for turn. Alright, so we'll play that out. Costing 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
And then 1, 2, and 3 for another one.
Yep.
So my number of water cards in graveyard is how many? The unfortunate part is you have to take out, uncount the normal cards, which are the Mustangs. So I have 24.
Yep.
I'm gonna banish this, targeting you to mill you for, and then with that on the stack, I'll banish this. The reason why you do them like in the same chain, so you keep them on the stack, is because when you sacrifice the Polar Depths, it goes straight into the graveyard. So if you do the second one before the first one resolves, it will also count the first Fractal of Polar Depths, which can, like in very rare cases, make the difference
Yep.
in terms of like milling your opponent out exactly.
Yep.
So do that. It'll mill you for 26 twice, so it mills you for 52 from those two. Hell yeah! And I will end my turn there.
Cool. I get a wake up phase.
Yep.
Materialize my last domain.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll recollect and draw for 10. Do I lose?
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, the way milling out in this game works is your opponent doesn't lose when they like mill their whole deck. They lose when they attempt to draw a card with no cards in deck. So they like technically they do have a small chance to respond if they want to like materialize something and play cards. Yeah. So that's
Oh,
Water Genbu.
Smash Obelisk is my thing here. I think I needed this bad boy.
Yeah. He would have sent it with that tons of damage.
X is the reserve cost, so what I can do. Well, actually, wow, okay, that's insane. So if you sacrifice this domain foundry, that's an 8 attack. That's pretty wild. That's 8 plus 6, sorry. It's a pretty quick just with
Actually,
that. That's pretty nuts. That's like huge. Yeah, also like
I guess
14
that's why this
damage.
deck started working.
Yeah, right. That's a massive. I mean, interesting. Like, if you didn't have, I don't want to draw away from the Genbu video much, but like, yeah, like Diffusal, Fast Cure. Like, if you're just using an ally deck, I think you'd have a lot of trouble dealing with
Yep.
this.
Yeah.
Like the mill was the victory here, and this we're talking about the strength of the Genbu deck that Justin's been playing is that he didn't have to go through damage; he just took me to mill, and that's the different
Yeah.
wins for this deck. Awesome. Thanks for
Yeah.
teaching us Water Genbu, dude.
Yeah, I'm trying my best. Yeah, I'm working, but hopefully that was helpful for anyone who's looking to learn a deck that I guess just has a lot of options. It's a lot of fun and very rewarding to learn.
Yeah.
And if you just happen to enjoy mill decks and the thrill of the casino,
Yeah.
milling the top of your deck, then this deck might be for you.
Yeah, and I guess
Yeah,
if you
if you
guys
guys have
enjoy
any
these
questions,
videos, yeah, like please like, subscribe, drop us a any comments of decks you want to see. We'll play them. I guess what do we think next week? A fire deck. We have aggro fire next week, and then we
possibly, maybe. But yeah,
then we
we'll see if
might.
anyone has any cards, any decks that they want to see earlier. Leave a comment, and then maybe we'll go with that one instead of aggro fire, which is what we're thinking at the moment.
Yeah, and then of course we can look at we can start moving to advanced elements. Like I said, it's good that we try and bring different decks that are being played, so you can see I'm playing them and get a bit of observation of the deck. But we really want to start with decks that are pretty consistent, that we're seeing a lot at the moment and pretty common. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Of course, I'm Mr. E. That's Justin, and we'll see you for the next video.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.
Peace.
See you next time.